I expect a hard carry pick here from Liquid. I'm kind
10
of leaning
seconds
towards the support
remaining.
gyrocopter, but maybe they'll just go all in. Maybe they'll go for an all-in sort of mid-game
5
lineup,
seconds
which would mean
remaining.
a lot of serious aggression.
Enchantress.
Enchantress, they pick up the aggressive jungler. I doubt we'll see any sort of farming Enchantress this game. So that's going to be a very, very intense game. Look at how aggressive these lineups are. And what really seems like it's going to be happening, obviously, the Gyro can hold his own late game as long as he can stay away from the Lifestealer. The Tinker will make it very, very hard if Dignitas gets to late game to really do anything against the March of the Machines. So both teams have a lot of mid-game power. I feel like Liquid has slightly better chances if they can take it late, but this all depends on how well that Bat Rider ganks, how well that TA ganks. They could really, really set the tone of the game by just not setting people up, knocking them down, making sure that Liquid never has all the heroes that they want, getting early towers off those picks.
10 seconds remaining.
So, no, nobody
5
going for the safe
seconds
play. I was
remaining.
talking about how you have the nice safe play coming out from most European and American teams, but not this time. Not this time. Very
Places,
aggressive
everyone.
lineups coming out. All right, really quick. We have Korok on the gyrocopter, Bulba on the Tinker. We have Mike on the Mike sitting on the Undying, Fluff on the Enchantress, and TC playing our Clockwork. Over on Dignitas side, Dignitas all going up in the jungle. We have Tides on the Bat Rider, Snaking on the TA, PP on the Rubik, Universe on the Magnus, and Owie 2000, our traditional carry player, on that Lifestealer. All right, I hope you guys will excuse me. I'm obviously a little new. I know my way around the spec interface somewhat, but I'm still getting used to which hotkeys are which, so I may occasionally use this nice little menu up here. I may occasionally bring down the graphs like that. I hope you can
30
forgive me for my
seconds to
ineptitude.
showtime.
How are the lanes going to be working out? This is... Alright, obviously we're going to have the Enchantress in the jungle. Looks like Korok is going to be hanging out in bottom lane. Definitely going to have Bulba in mid against Snaking. Again, I mean, interesting matchup. Tide's watching mid, trying to... Maybe he's going to be doing the jungle Bat Rider. Because you can, I mean, you can put Magnus in the offlane for the XP. Bat Rider can actually get some decent jungling done, basically by just laying a flame carpet, stacking up this
And
camp here.
away we go.
Flame carpet back to here, go back and forth. And it's the creeps will, come around, just stay in the fire the whole time. Magnus picks up an illusion rune. Korok just hanging out there. Low rocket barrage on a couple of illusions. It's a little bit of mana usage he didn't need to use, but it's not that expensive. He'll take it up reasonably quickly. So yeah, it looks like we have a defensive kind of pseudo-try here. We have X-Mike going to be playing the support Undying down here with the farming gyrocopter. Clockwork top, ward already placed right there. Going to be dangerous for him to hang out near the lane at all. Little cheap shot in on PP right there, playing that support Rubik. Yep, and see Bat Rider's hanging out right here trying to do this stuff. Alright, yeah. TC and PP just kind of going back and forth. Battle of the two-letter names right there. And Owie going to get his farm on. Not going to be denied very much. PP already going over to set up the stack for the pull. Oh, TC, don't do that, buddy. He's got Feast. That is dangerous. Look how much damage that is early. I mean, the Rocket Harass is good, but at the same time, he's going to be... It's less effective against Lifestealer because he's going to be leeching back the hit points the whole time. Looks like Undying actually is going to be doing some mid pulls, perhaps. But he didn't cut down any of the trees, which makes it kind of really awkward. He timed it maybe a little long. Alright, he got a couple of them that he'll get, so he'll be able to farm up that creep camp. Enchantress. Alright, and it looks like we do have a pause coming out. Enchantress starting out, gets a Satyr, not exactly the #1 gank creep. So they're going to be leaving the Gyro basically to solo against the Magnetar, but with the threat of the Enchantress coming in, he really can't get too aggressive. Push, about past this line. Oh, I can't draw while the game is paused. How annoying. So, but basically around right here, where the game is paused, if he gets too far past there, they don't have a ward right here to spot the Enchantress. So, she could really get in as soon as she gets, maybe a Centaur right here, if she picks up a Troll Warlord, maybe. None available in the jungle right now. Unfortunate. Snaking, definitely going for that Bottle Rush. Triple Totem. Tango, or Triple Branch, Tango, and Salve. I apologize, my whole Triple Totem thing from back when I used to cast Han. Shame, I shame myself. Alright, laser and March of the Machines, probably just 1-point laser, max March, max missile, because the whole burst damage thing, obviously not going to clip down TA too easily, but Wrecker with March of the Machines, she's going to have some trouble. Snaking, can we play like League of Legends? No denies. Who wants League of Legends? Snaking, you traitor. That's more traitorous than me doing Han. Looks like Batrider started actually with the side pull up here, or the easy camp pull. Got it stacked up, taking out these creeps. So they have a couple pulls just ready to go. Give this Lifestealer more farm. Ooh, he's going to be getting a lot of farm. And this pause, I can actually speed through this pause a little. This is the wonder of replay casts, gentlemen. That if there's something silly like a pause, I can just skip right through it. And we'll get right back to the action because, quite frankly, there's not a lot I can talk about you know, about situational pickups, item builds, skill builds at the moment because everyone's still at the very beginning. Talking about needing tactical pauses later in the game. Alright, looks like Blaze, who was, I think, the official caster, reconnected. And boom, we're back in the game. Alright, so Gyrocopter farming up nicely so far. Nice start. Minute and a half, 8 and 4. Magnetar not really getting much. He wants to stay here so that the Enchantress can't catch up to him, basically, or can't get behind him. You have Fluff sitting right here. Doing that farm. He has the Centaur now, so he could theoretically get something. Trying to get a last hit with that Shockwave, but denied. He's got one so far. Low on mana. He needs to get some form of mana regen, maybe get himself a bottle, maybe get himself a Bass Ring. Not really a particularly common pickup, but he'll need something if he wants to get any sort of CS in that lane. Side pull coming out from TC, but Owie just going to come in. Danger of having a Lifestealer on these side pulls, he can really just steal them easily if he knows they're happening and you don't have the ability to kill him off. So he's got, you know, some good farming going on here. We do have the TA sitting invisible. I don't really... it's not going to really do a lot for him right now. He doesn't have his bottle yet. He doesn't have enough damage, obviously, to pop that Tinker. The pull preventing him from getting any sort of experience. He is going to go in and check on this Undying. Maybe he can steal a last hit here. Not a lot of lockdown. The Enchantress not really nearby. But, this is... Snaking, you know... Time and experience, the next creep wave is going to get back in soon. He's trying to get back, but he's going to creep right past this tower real quick. The creeps spot him for just a moment. His invis wore off. Tinker looks like he's going to be stacking up the Ancients to march down. Stacking them up for himself. Losing a little bit of XP in the mid lane, but he's already got a tiny bit of an advantage because of those pulls that are going on from the Dying. Actually has a solid advantage. Full level on snaking. Wow. Last hits around the map, we have Gyro leading the way, 18-13. That Magnetar not getting the experience he needs to. Level 3 versus the level 4.5 Gyrocopter. Not a solid start. Owie, on the other hand, at the top lane. Oh, Korok diving onto Universe. He's going to try and get the damage off, but he doesn't have the heat-seeking missile. He's going for the Rocket Barrage Flat Cannon build. He might take 1 point in missile. Actually, it looks like he's taking 1 point in stats. Okay, yeah, for the mana stability. Oh, he's going in again on Universe, popping off that salve. Getting the last tick of it, and then boom. The Universe just has to back up. Korok able to play so aggressively with the damage from that Rocket Barrage. Now he's got that to level 3. And I really think in a solo lane like this, he could actually use the pressure from 1 point in missile, but it would spam out his mana reasonably quickly. He might not be able to do a lot about it. Undying kind of getting low there. I'm tanking a lot of the ancient creeps. I mean, he's going to get the extra stack off for the Tinker. Tinker dropping that March in mid lane, trying to say, Snaking, this is my lane, what are you doing here, buddy? And the rune is down bottom, Haste Rune, Enchantress spotting it out for Bulba. He's going to go down and pick it up, fill up his bottle. Snaking, is he crowing his bottle? Yeah, alright, he's bringing his bottle out, probably the first time. Going to get something up, he's going to drink it all up, and it looks like he's just going to crow it right back, get himself some more. Owie's still obviously doing very well up here, but Gyro just... The big trick up here is that the Clockwork is going to be getting more experience than the Magnus, because not only can he stay in a little closer, he's not getting nearly denied against nearly as badly. 21 denies coming out from Korok on the Gyrocopter. And Universe, I mean, you'd like to think maybe he could get in there and do something about it, but he really can't. Not with the threat of Rocket Barrage. Korok thinking about going in again, but the Creep Wave pops up, figures, alright, you know, that'll get tanked. The Rocket Barrage will get tanked by the Creep Wave. I won't really be able to go in and do a lot, so he just backs off. Snaking and Tinker. 29 on Bulba on the Tinker. Oh, he's hasted. Alright, pops off the laser real quick, realizes the refraction is up, says, alright, I'm not actually going to get anything done. He just wanted the mana from his bottle. But this is just complete domination of the mid lane. 20 and 10 Tinker versus 11 and 7 TA. Bad situation. The Enchantress is actually getting a pretty decent creep score down here. Fluff, has he gone Midas? Fluff is going Hand of Midas. He is going that farming Enchantress, or maybe he's just trying to get the boosted experience so he can, you know, level up his impetus, level up his important skills faster. But that's... I feel like this is actually a dangerous choice against the incredible mid-game power Dignitas has. If he doesn't get harassed much, if they don't start pressuring him, then he'll be okay. But slowing down the rest of his farm with a Midas, but Midas doesn't start to accelerate your farm for about 10-15 minutes. I'm sorry, I don't know the exact timer, and I don't really want to do the math in the middle of the cast. Basically, you know, slowing down your farm for 10 or 15 minutes, so you're going to be weaker in the mid-game about when these guys are hitting their stride. But then again, he got it so fast. You know, if they can keep the TA down so she doesn't have a lot of power, which Bulba is obviously doing an excellent job of so far,
the Dire's bottom tower?
then, you know, they can probably not be that afraid of the TA, because the TA and the Batrider are the ones we should be most afraid of right now. The Batrider, by the way, farming up very well, is actually... Oh, there we go. I was like, he skipped Lasso? But no, he just hadn't leveled it yet. He's got 1,600 gold, he's got Boots of Speed, he's got his level 6. I'm wondering if he's just going a straight Blink Dagger rush. That would be weird, it would be dangerous, but it would be very all-in aggressive. I mean, which is a lot of what their lineup is doing right here, so... It would be a lot of fun to watch, that's for sure. Snaking again, just still struggling in this mid lane. 10 creeps behind the Tinker. They've evened up on denies, which is nice. Universe has decided he can't even worry about bottom lane. We actually have our Rubik in here in middle lane, who has now changed his name on me. I wish I knew who this guy was. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm not amazing like the other guys, but I'm here. Owie's still farming up a Storm at the top lane, 45 creep kills, excuse me, and Gyro doing the exact same. Korok down here. He's got Tranquil Boots, 3 branches, and almost 2,000 gold. Lifestealer has a Hand of Midas, so, I mean, as he's going, obviously his creeps are going to be worth more and more. Smoke Gank looks like it's coming out here, going to try and get Bulba, try and free up this mid lane for Snaking to get some farm, so he can try to get his treads, maybe. Oh, and there's the Batrider. Comes in with the Firefly, grabs him with the lasso, trying to drag him up, but it doesn't even matter. Bulba goes down so quick. Oh, Snaking almost getting...
Until it has been
almost getting taken down by that, almost getting taken down by that March of the Machines right there, coming out from the Tinker. So much damage. He's maxing that out. Yeah, he's already got that maxed out, taking chunks and chunks out of Snaking's life bar. That's going to give him a little bit of space. They'll probably want to do that maybe once or twice more, because they really don't want this Tinker to end up as farmed as he could. I mean, alright, let's see here. He's... actually something on bottle boots and nothing. He has nothing in his stash. Does he have something on the courier, maybe? Oh yeah, okay, his soul ring is on the courier. So yeah, I mean, 8-minute bottle boots, soul ring, not half bad. Can really be getting work done from here. As soon as he gets those boots of travel, obviously, we'll see him porting around. But for now, he's just going to keep trying to dominate that mid lane. Korok sitting on 2,300 gold. I wonder what he's rushing. Is he maybe... I mean, maybe he's just not spending it because the courier's not at base. Is he going to go for that fast Shadow Blade? I've seen a fast Shadow Blade can be very, very effective on Gyro. If you get the Flak Cannon into the bonus damage from the Shadow Blade, it can be a whole lot of damage that that can come out very, very quickly to start a team fight. And couple that with the call down, that's, you know, that's a fairly giant nuke to the entire team. Owie, Midas picking up his phase boots real quick. Doesn't want to get kited, doesn't want to get blocked. Clockwork using the cogs to try to prevent Lifestealer from getting in on the tower, but he's just going to come in anyway, just get his farm on, get some denying done. I think we really need to see more map motion coming around from Dignitas, because they're, I mean, aside from, their Lifestealer is farming up incredibly well. This is true. The Gyrocopter is farming up just as well, and their TA, who should be helping them, you know, steal the advantage, starting in, you know, 4 or 5 minutes is about when she should start just being everywhere, is not getting what she needs. She really needs some help in that mid lane. 43-15, I mean, he's pulled ahead in denies, but 43 creep kills to 30 creep kills. We definitely know who's getting the better of this. Enchantress coming out. They're not really going to get in range to do anything to Snaking. He's just going to back off. And besides which, with the traps, right here in these very, useful places, very defensive places, if they try to come down off the high ground at him, he just blows a trap, runs away while they're 50% slower.
Unseen.
I'm really interested in what Korok is gonna go for with this level of farm.